is saying you cheated on her with over 50 women?
Maybe 75, but...
Okay, so you admit you cheated on your wife with 75 women?
It's not like cheating cost me money, so...
It is when you're buying spray tans and jewelry and stuff.
Okay, I'm sorry, back up. Let me get this straight. You admit that you cheated on your wife with 75 women?
This is between when we first got together when I was 19 and she was 20, first of all.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around 75 women. You cheated on your wife with 75 women?
In a course of 14 years.
Oh, okay, so a few every year. Okay.
On another episode of You Can't Make This Up Car Edition, I bring y'all the most craziest, outlandish videos ever because these are videos that people send to me, so I decided to react off of them. You see, this guy has cheated on his wife with multiple women, and the judge says it's 50 women, but no, that wasn't enough. Old boy corrects her and said it's 75 women. You're wrong. Over the course of 14 years, as long as they've been married or whatever. And I'm just thinking like, yo, this woman, y'all gotta be safe out here. There's a lot of men out here like that who don't even admit to stuff like this, right? Like, who am I to, you know, call the kettle black, because I've been in that position before. I used to be a man that used to get almost any woman I wanted. I used to, you know, cheat a lot. Once I got older and started loving myself more and grew out of these temporary phases, I knew that I was a man and I no longer was a little boy. So therefore, as I watch this video, I'm looking at a possibly traumatized and hurt little boy inside of this grown man who's still cheating on his wife. Why would you waste your time with being with her? I don't know, maybe he depends on her financially, but ladies, if you deal with a guy like this, run. You need to run, because this don't make no sense. We got to do better. There's some people out there who just depend on the guy. You know, some women would depend on the guy and they're accepted of that. You know, at this point, y'all all in a poly relationship, but at least he was honest.
Five guy or a perk head drug dealer with money.
Perkhead. A perkhead drug dealer with money.
Perk drug dealer with money.
I'm with the perk head with the money.
A drug dealer.
I like drug dealers. How bad is the perk addiction?
I'm gonna pray for this generation once again. I always say this, but I'm a millennial. So y'all do the math. Y'all should know how old I am. And clearly in this video, we are looking at young women who are Gen Z. If y'all don't know what that is, Generation Z is I guess the kids in this era who are like in their early 20s, maybe a lot earlier than that. Gen Z, in my opinion, are the reason why society is the way it is today. Gen Z don't have no brains. He gave them a choice, a 9-to-5 man or a perk head. I was like, oh, these women don't want to be with no guy who do drugs. Why would they do that? No. These women all was like this was a hard question. This don't take rocket science, baby. Like, you want to get a man who's moving forward, not someone who's moving backwards. All right, so I would hate for my sister, my cousin, any female in my family to be with a perk head, because I know a lot of people who do date perk heads. They are in the worst of the worst situations and relationships ever. So ladies, protect your energy. Fellas, protect your energy. Do not date anybody that does drugs. I don't trust people who do drugs, okay? Those people will steal from you. They'll do anything, if y'all know what I mean by hooking up, YouTube purpose, educational purposes only. But I had people that was close to me that I noticed was on drugs, cut off, straight up. Family member, cut off. This chick who claimed she was, I guess, my ex or whatever, cut off, because people like that don't function well. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, even messing with the girl who did them drugs, man, old girl was up all night. She was trying to cheat. She was just trying to do all this weird stuff. She tried to play with my backside, man. I don't want to get into that, but y'all get where I'm getting at. Don't date a drug head. And as you see in that video, a lot of the Generational Z or the woman in that video, they was cool with that. They cool with having a failed relationship. I call it how I see it. Health is wealth. Please take care of your bodies. Love yourself. I say this all the time. Love your family. Love yourself. Take care of your bodies. There should be no reason why this YouTube educational purposes only, because I got some fat friends, or I'll say overweight friends out there. But when it comes to that and your body is that wide, there should be no reason why you're not taking care of your health. She says she want planes to have wider rows. I can agree with that. I think we all would agree with that, because I know when I'm catching my flights and I'm squeezing through, like, you know, I'm bumping people with my carry-on bag and stuff, and that's just a little too much. But when it comes to a point that you feel discriminated, I feel discriminated just by you saying you feel discriminated, because ma'am, you're not taking care of your health. I take care of myself. I try to make sure I drink a smoothie every other day, if not every day. Eat fruit every day though. But you have to take care of your health, people. There should be no reason why you're that overweight. And then you want to blame society. I see another video that this same woman did. I guess she was getting in the back of a truck, and it looked like a car, like the size of the back of the truck that she was getting in. It already looked huge, and I was like, that's sad. Like, it shouldn't even be like that. That's a shame. So man, y'all please take care of yourself. There should be no reason why her big self is trying to fit through this aisle, and she got the audacity to get mad. And I don't even know what type of plane that is. Maybe that it was going overseas or something, because the seats looked different. That didn't look like no Spirit. That didn't look like no Delta. I don't know who that was with, but I had my fair share of flying with these different companies, and I'm not too familiar with those type of seats. However, she wants to blame it on society and the people who create the planes. You know, I don't knock her for wanting a wider side, but you can't blame everyone for because you want to eat unhealthy every day. Like, that's not our fault. There's no genetics or anything. That sounds like that's a you problem, ma'am. Love your families, love yourself. One love.